Hello there, and welcome back to another adventure with Green Pixie. Due to the disastrous results of Pixie's previous excursions, he has decided to take a break. Fortunately for Pixie, the mayor of this village has offered him a stay at a luxury guest house for free, in exchange for a bit of assistance. Shrine Manor is the most exotic one-person hotel this side of Peaceville. All that the mayor requests is for Pixie to assist him with his mushroom garden, as he cannot get it right and the mushrooms keep dying. This must be the mayor's house. It appears as though he is not here yet, but we will go inside anyway and inspect the state of his current mushroom garden. Pixie has decided that he will surprise the mayor and begin fixing his garden right away. Making sure that no one is around, he will illustrate to you his incredible knowledge on how to plant a mushroom garden correctly. Firstly, this is the incorrect soil to use as it is way too porous. We will instead replace it with a special desert sand that has been infused with radiation, with levels equivalent to 10 atom bombs. As it burns to the touch and in some cases lethal, we will need to house it in a secure box. Pixie has brought with him a few items that he requires to create the indoor mushroom greenhouse. As the sand may cause irritation to the touch, or in most cases be lethal, we will use trapdoors to contain it. We use a combination of sea lanterns and glowstone lamps to generate special infrared light. This is the secret to growing perfect mushrooms every time. The soil will be exposed to the open light for a few minutes, as we create a retractable canopy above with trapdoors. We must now let the soil rest for a few minutes while we can set off to prepare the mushroom spores. We just have to hope that no one has seen Pixie trespassing in the mayor's house, or else we will need to take care of the witnesses. This guy seems to be oblivious as long as we don't make eye contact. This guy seems to be looking deep into Pixie's soul. As long as no one goes inside. That was close. It is now a good time to go and see where Pixie will be staying tonight, after he has done his good deed for the mayor. Staying at Shrine Manor is the envy of everyone on this continent. Soon, Pixie will join an elite list of people who have stayed over. Since Pixie is the first customer, he will be at the top of that list. Fitted out with the latest in Feng Shui design, it really feels like home away from home. Each floor seems to have its own purpose. For instance, this floor appears to be a reading and planning area. Pixie shall definitely plan to read sometime. As we head to the next level, we see a beautiful washing area which provides a more natural way of bathing like never experienced before. As we head further up the tower, we see an intricately over-designed lounge area with a palette tone that does not match the emotions the tower portrays, but that's just Pixie's opinion. We have been assured that it also comes with a self-service laboratory. And there it is. This is the latest piece of technology in modern bioscience chemistry. And it seems to come with a view. At least Pixie is situated far away from the village, so there shouldn't be any unfortunate incidences. The Amalgatron 3000 combines matter, forcing atomic particles to merge polarities, which in turn induces growth to our mushroom spores. To get started, we need to fill 3 glass bottles with pure water. This area is surrounded by water, so it should be easy to get some. The water needs to be free of any contaminations as to prevent any impurities from destroying the whole chemical reaction. It appears as though it is getting dark, so we are a bit pressed for time. We are now forced to use the closest water source, which happens to be the external bath water. This is fine to use as long as no one finds out. Fill each bottle equally to the top, then seal. This rain may not be a good thing as the lightning can cause unpredictable effects if it strikes. But what are the odds of that happening anyway? Like 1,000,000,000 to 1? As long as nothing happens to this guest house, we should be okay. As we return to the laboratory, we place our filled water bottles into the brewing stand. The water will undergo a process whereby a copious amount of blaze powder, fused with redstone, will extrapolate to form a strong reagent potion. By using blaze powder instead of the traditional glowstone powder, we get a greater reaction, which means bigger mushrooms. Before we can add the redstone, we need to refine it in a blast furnace. The blast furnace will separate the rock from the ore, leaving us with pure redstone dust. This is the only way redstone should be added, as it needs to be freshly picked from the ore, in order to produce a quality product. We can now add the redstone dust to the brewing stand, which will start an immediate reaction with the water and the blaze powder. While the reaction takes place, we'll fill a cauldron with fermented oak tree sapling water, which has been cured over 3 decades in filtered brine and gooseberry juice. Luckily it is available at any local store, as it is a traditional drink among the locals. We can start the fire so long, as we get closer to combining all the ingredients. It sounds like the chemicals have accepted the cellular infusion, turning the water into mundane potions. We are now ready to take the potions out of the brewing stand, and proceed to gather all the other ingredients for the next step. To create a superior mushroom spore, we will need to mix plain and basic mushroom spores with glowstone dust, gunpowder, as well as a golden carrot. These are easy items to obtain. However, the most difficult one to get hold of is a nether star, as there are only 3 left in the universe. We are now ready to mix everything together in the cauldron. Be very careful as to what order you place each item in. The results may be very unpredictable otherwise. Start by adding in the plain mushrooms. 1 should do, but we will add 4. The gunpowder and glowstone dust will go in next, followed by each of the mundane potions we created. Make sure to add the golden carrot whole, followed by the nether star. That should do it, as we leave it to rest undisturbed for a few seconds. Hopefully we will not be affected by the thunder, as this is a very fragile process. Oh dear, that can't be good. It seems as though the lightning bolt had no effect, so I think it should be okay. We will put the cauldron over the fire, to simmer for a few seconds. If it all goes well, a more powerful spore will be reanimated in the matter fusion chamber. If nothing comes out of the chamber, then it would seem that the lightning would have destroyed the entire project. And we would have to start all over again. Let's give it a try and hold thumbs that spores have generated. Success. Somehow the spores have generated, and we are good to go. What the? Oh no, a fire. I knew something would go wrong. Pixie swiftly jumps into action to put the fire out before it spreads. It seems that we got lucky, as the fire was quickly and easily contained. All that's left to do, is to go back to the mayor's house, and plant these new genetically altered mushroom spores. The sooner we get this done, the better. As I have a tingling feeling as though something is about to go wrong. Hopefully the worst is over, as it is unlikely that lightning will hit the same building again. When facing a giant spider, just look it in the eye, and it will let you go. We have returned to the mayor's house, and judging by the sounds of other villagers, it seems as though he is having a bit of a party. I don't even want to ask what is happening, but it seems as though they are all having a good time. The mayor has asked Pixie to join him and his friends, but he will decline. Mushroom planting is taken very seriously in Pixie's world, so there is no time to mess around. He plants 3 mushrooms side by side, then he applies the light filters. There. It is all finally complete. Those mushrooms are sure to be the talk of the town. As Pixie looks back at the mayor's house to say goodbye, he feels the jubilation of aiding a fellow being. Not only that, but nothing has gone tremendously wrong, as it usually does. If something had to happen to the guest house, people from all over would hear about it, as it is located in the center core of civilization around here. Pixie can finally head on up to the top floor, and reflect on his good deeds for the day. A near flawless day has come to an end. He can now get some much needed rest as he bids farewell to you. Wait. Is that lightning? On the mayor's house? What's going on? That is way too much electricity flowing into those mushrooms. Oh dear. It is too late now. At least the guest house is still standing. Thank you all for watching. Please share, like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Peace to you all.